Studies show that having a consistent daily routine can really help kids do better in school, feel more secure, learn to manage their time, and focus better. In today's video, I'm going to show you a powerful homeschool routine that will improve all of these things. I'll break it down step by step and show you how this can work for different families with different age kids too. But first, did you know that the body can store energy in the form of fat? I know you're thinking to yourself, Wendy, what does this have to do with the routines? But stick with me here. Stick with me. I promise it's going to all come back around. So this concept of storing energy as fat is so important because it provides a reserve for times when we might not have enough food. These margins help our bodies handle stress and maintain balance, similar to how having margin in our day helps us manage life's demands. Margins keep us from getting too tired and stressed out. They help you deal with surprises and keep your mind clear. Without margin, we often feel overwhelmed. We hurt our relationships and we don't get things done well. Margin helps you stay focused, handle things better, and live a happier, more balanced life. So now that you know the importance of having margin, let's jump to the most important part of our homeschool schedule. And plot twist, it's not the homeschool. So just as margin allows for flexibility and focus, our morning routine sets the tone for the entire day. It helps us start with a clear mind, a positive attitude, or address bad attitudes. And we prepare ourselves for whatever comes throughout the day. We prioritize this routine to ensure a smoother, more productive day. Our morning routine is just blocked out as morning routine in our calendar. This allows for plenty of This allows for plenty of buffer to ensure that we can focus on it. Lots of training is happening during this time. We are focused on helping littles learn to get dressed or brush their teeth. Older ones are working on making breakfast. There's exercise that's happening and much, much more. But whatever you decide to do during your time, it is important to make sure you have more than enough time to do it. So try to buffer it on both ends. Now, after we have completed our morning routine, we are doing something new and unexpected this year. To better explain why, let's go back to what I was doing last year. Last year, I was starting with my younger students first and teaching them while my older students were supposed to be independent learning upstairs. When teaching the younger ones, I am all in, y'all. I feed off of them and they feed off of me. I'm dancing and storytelling. I'm super animated, but I'm also an introvert. So after all that extroverting, I crash hard. And I was finding it really hard to have the energy for my older kids, which honestly just wasn't fair. But everyone tells you to start with the younger ones first, you know? But I realized that my younger ones were getting so much of me during like the morning routine that in a lot of ways, they were kind of like double dipping, you know? So this kind of explains the radical change that we're doing this year, which is following our 30-minute group basket time. It's open office hours time, all right? This block in our homeschool schedule is when my kiddos will be working on independent work. But the difference is I'm going to have independent work from older to younger. Unlike last year where it was just my older students doing independent work. But the most important aspect of this block is that I will be available to work with whoever needs me. So I'll be grading papers and directing focus. Go back, what are you supposed to be doing right now? Directing focus, and readily available to answer questions. So it's like an open study hour. We will then have lunch and history or science. I love combining like listening and meals, because then I don't lose focus or attention, because when mouths and hands are busy, ears are open. So I love to combine those two things together. During my consultations with homeschooling moms who have toddlers and olders, the number one thing that I hear is how hard it is to homeschool with a toddler. And I get it. And this block is a perfect example of what I tell them to do. During this next block, we then transition to my teaching time. Now I teach 4 kiddos 7 and under at this time, and we focus on math, language arts, reading. Our work takes about an hour and a half, but I block out 2 hours to allow for lots of breaks and play and song. Like I said, I get really animated during this time. So I allow for there to be a lot of breathing room here. And the wonderful thing about this block is because I poured into my older ones early on, they are now available to play with my toddler. So they do tot school with him during this block. Once this block is done, it is quiet time. Now this schedule is simple and easy. It's divided into 3 blocks. You got the morning, the open office hours, and the afternoon school. And now that you know how to create a powerful homeschool routine that can work for multiple ages, you're on your way to a stress-free homeschool routine. But when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Lack of planning wastes so much time in our homeschool journey, leading to chaos, overwhelm, and stress. Watch this next video to learn my 7-step method, which has shaved off 2 hours off of my day and made our homeschooling so much easier. Plus, I'll share one special tip that really changed everything for us.